A moment of silence. They're getting some prop ready. We have plenty of time before this is due, so we can just relax.
You could be productive right now.
I was productive, now I'm relaxing.
You are a failure if you're not productive.
What?
You are a failure.
Fine, I'll do something, just go away. Wait. Last video?
Yep,
Did you need to make me feel horrible?
that's our topic.
That doesn't answer.
Now come on, let's use that guilt to be productive and talk about weaponizing guilt.
You're not gonna. What is this?
This is literally every mistake you've ever made.
Why do you have to do this? And why are they all blank?
Okay, this is a representation of every mistake you've ever made. Figuratively.
Again, why?
Well, imagine I told you that you signed this little paper, and all of those papers go away. Would you sign it?
No.
Oh. Well, most people did. Except instead of signing a paper, they joined the army or started to cut back on to keep everything happy. Remember the post about the squander bud?
Sadly.
Well, that's a perfect example of how the government convinced American citizens that having wants or needs was selfish and awful and they deserved nothing because they sucked.
Wow, that's kinda evil? People fell for this?
Well, they were told that if they were too selfish, it would be their fault if the war was lost and everyone would hate them.
Okay, I think I get the point. Make your citizens hate themselves and use it to make them do things that they wouldn't normally do.
Exactly.
Can I get out of the papers now?
Not until you sign it.
Really?
Yep.
I don't even know what's on it.
Neither did the soldiers. They were just told it was the right thing to do.
Ha! Got out on my own.
Did you? You still look like you're in papers. You shouldn't lie.
I didn't. Okay, what's your game?
There's a war going on. You need to do more.
Like what?
Well, people who stayed home during the war had to give up all pleasures, so... Perfect! Oh, you also have to work in factories, so here's your tools to make ammo or bombs.
Okay, and what are you doing while I do all this work and cutting back?
I stopped buying gum and instead bought a Jeep for the war.
You what?
Buy war bonds!
Okay, enough. No more slapstick comedy. We have to actually do some teaching.
Okay, be my guest.
Thank you. Now let's talk about kids and guilt. I'm going to ignore that and just get into the lesson. So, in World War II, a lot of schools partnered with the military to buy Jeeps to help the war effort along with other things. Kids experienced guilt and propaganda in every part of their life, from movies to posters to even cartoons. Donald was even given a medal from the Navy for his work in propaganda during this time.
You said in the first video that Americans were taught not to hate Germans, but to hate Nazis. What about the kids?
Well, that's where cartoons come in. One of the main ones in a cartoon about a German boy. In the cartoon, he's in class and he is shown a rabbit attacked by a wolf. He emphasizes with the rabbit and is punished still while his classmate is praised for saying the rabbit deserved to get hurt. So he joins his classmate yelling about how he hates the rabbits and it should die. Then he receives praise and it transitions to him being taught to be part of the Nazi army, showing that Germans aren't the problem.
So cartoons are a huge influence on kids?
Well, they are, but not the only ones. See, parents and teachers are more important, and if your mom talks about stretching food and your teacher says you need to save all your money for the war, then you'll start to do it.
Nah, I don't listen to teachers.
I'm also pretty sure you don't feel guilt.
That's not important. Talk more about the last subject.
You know what? No. We still have a while for our video. I'm not doing this.
What? Wait, follow the...
No, I'm not following the script. Every time we just move on and the video ends. I know it's your doing. I was a normal human. You know that. No crazy hijinks, no issues.
No powers, no healing, no breaks. We're all powerful here.
So what? I never sleep or eat here, and you keep doing this stupid slapstick while avoiding the important questions.
Fine, ask me.
Okay, let's start simple. Why are we talking about this? Literally, like 5 minutes ago, you said that propaganda was just part of our lives. So why am I teaching this?
Easy. Our world is constantly shoving propaganda at us. Whether to hurt or help, They all kind of have the same purpose. Control. That's all propaganda is. If you don't know about these things, you're easy to control. In the right hands, it brings protection, friendship, and care. But just like war, when misused, it brings bloodshed and hurts innocent people, and lies about why it's here. You want to know why you're here? Because our world is falling to propaganda every day. People who use it to keep us looking away from the real issues. I'm here to keep attention on the screen while you actually help them learn. Let's be honest here. You aren't real, neither am I. We're characters meant to convince people to listen. The whole fight is scripted because it creates control.
So what do we tell them to do? Lay down and cry? Ignore every piece of media to avoid it?
No, hiding won't work. They have to face the world every day. They can't just stick their head in the sand. We just have to hope.
For what?
For them to care. For them to learn.
Learn what?
To take a breath and second guess what they see. To not look away from the bloodshed because someone holds up a poster in front of them.
We're almost out of time again. You think they'll remember?
No idea. But we aren't going anywhere, so if they need a reminder, they can just find us again.
Yeah, being real is overrated anyway.